Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're back at the laundromat going to count quarters, see how many machines broke this week, see what kind of drama we had this week, and hopefully we had a good week money-wise. So we did get some machines fixed. The front machines are all fixed. We replaced the door sensor, and of course weird stuff happens, like that washer in the back there. It has had a door problem too, just magically started working on its own. That one still has some gremlins and weird programming issues. And it's been very frustrating lately because it feels like every time we fix machines, more just break. And this is a bad row. That machine right there just runs water constantly. It won't turn off. The machine right there broke out of the concrete and shook itself to death. So, and that's one of the newer ones we just got. That's a little frustrating. And this one over here, we thought we fixed. It had a door issue, and I got here today, and it said it has a door issue. So that's a really frustrating part of laundromats, is stuff is just always breaking. And it seems like the more we fix it, the more it breaks. So I don't blame laundromat owners that have lots of broken machines. It just happens all the time. The good news is almost all of our dryers are working. And another good news is these back here seem to be working. Although a lady was there complaining about these when I was there. She said, well, the left one has more water in it than the right one. And I'm like, well, they both have water in it. Are you sure this load isn't just bigger? And she's like, nope, they're the same loads. They're exactly the same setting. This one just doesn't have enough water. And I watched them for a while, and they both had water in them, and I think they were fine. But lots of weird stuff going on. And another lady complained last week about the machine not spinning out. It worked fine, so yeah. I refilled this on Monday and Wednesday. That is hardly any cash in there, though. I'm hoping there's lots and lots of big bills, because that's the least amount of cash I've seen there during the week in a long time. Hopefully there's a lot more in this one over here. It is not really. Okay. I'm going to need to count those and see what's going on, because I felt like I put about the same amount of quarters in last week, this week as last week, but that's way less bills at least. So we filled it back up, turned the change machine back on and off again, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, over the weekend, we did run out of quarters again. We had $1,093 come in, which is not a record, but still pretty good. So we'll see what happens. We're emptying machines now, as you can see. We're getting right into it. This is one of our big 80-pound newer washers. At least that one's working. At least I think it's working, unless it has too little water, but I think it's fine. These still aren't... I thought they would have been used more than they are by now, and maybe part of it's because they're in the back. And they're definitely being used. There's quarters in there. But our machines in front that are smaller, we have to empty them twice a week, or they get too full. And I thought that would happen with the big 80-pounders as well, but it's not happening yet. Maybe it'll just take some time. As far as our money goes, we broke a record. We smashed a record 2 weeks ago. And then last week, we had kind of a down week, and it was a little surprising. And that's after, spending quite a bit of money on getting some better machines in here, bigger machines in here. So I'm hoping this week is a lot better, and maybe last week was an anomaly. But judging by the change machine, I'm starting to have some doubts. I really didn't want to spend lots and lots of money getting bigger machines and then not have an increase in sales. Like I said, that one isn't working, but it probably worked for a little bit, so we'll see how much money is in here. And the frustrating thing too is, we have a handyman, a guy who works for us, and he's taught himself, and we've helped him learn how to do a bunch of stuff. Ooh, that's like 1 or 2 loads maybe at the most that it worked before it probably died again. And he fixes quite a few of these, but I don't know if he's always testing them like he should. Just because you reset it and it shows dollar amounts doesn't mean once it goes through a cycle it's not going to stop working again. Because usually the way these machines work, and this one went crazy yesterday, so hopefully there's still some money in there a little bit. I got a call from someone who said the water just would not shut off. It just kept going. My cleaner came in. She said they turned it off at the breaker. It just kept going. Had to turn off the actual water valve to it to get it to stop running. So I'm going to test that here at the end and see how it does. But, if you replace a part or you fix something and you reset the breaker, a lot of times the dollar, you know, the 375 will pop back up, which means it's ready to put money in, use. But if there is a problem, an issue, you know, it might not pull that error code until it's done with a cycle or midway through a cycle. So you can't just, you got to put some money in there, or, you know, there's other ways to start it to make it work. And I don't know if that's always being done. And I get it, it takes some time, but fixing stuff to have it not be fixed is a little frustrating. That one had almost nothing in it. I don't know what's going on with that one. So these are okay. And then this one on the left of me is the one where the lady said it wanted to spit out and kept complaining, but there are clothes in it, and the lady was doing laundry there, and they were spun out. They're fine. So again, you get mysterious complaints. And that's the one that just started working on its own, and that did have a few cycles go through it too. So that one was tested. We know it's working. Yeah, it's a strange business. There's laundromat ghosts everywhere, apparently. They're fixing stuff and breaking it and then mysteriously fixing it again. So this bucket is fine. It's not breaking any records. So I guess we'll see when we count it all up. I'm just hoping we have over $2,000. That's my goal. I'd like to get over $2,000. We had almost $2,500 3 weeks ago, so I don't think that's a crazy ask. So we'll count that one, and of course we'll check the front machines here too and see what they've got. This one's a 50-pound. Oh, that's not very much in there. Like I said, I emptied these once already this week. That's what's already in the bucket. But that wasn't great. That's okay. It's better. What's funny is that the machine to the very left is a 50-pounder. This one right here is a 50-pounder. And this 50-pounder is priced at $5.50. And the one on the left is priced at $5 because I can't figure out how to reprogram it. But everybody still uses the more expensive one. I don't know if it's because they think it's bigger because it's more expensive, or it's a little bit taller because the base is taller. It's hard to say. And this is our 60-pounder, and that one we just fixed a door sensor. So that one at least was fixed over the weekend. So that's a good sign. And it, not over the weekend, it was fixed a few days ago. So that's why there wasn't much money in it. So we still see what we've got. These are the front machines here, and I always hope for at least $1,600 from them, but one's been kind of down. $1,400. Oh, that's not very good. All right, here are the rest of them. We'll see if these make up for it. Our goal is kind of like 5,500 quarters. Let me get out 5,500. Well, that's close. Yeah, at least 5,500, if not a little more than that to get to two. We might need more than that to get to 2,000. More like 5,700. 6,000 would be great. Or sorry, yeah, 6,000. But this isn't looking very good either. It might be tough to get to 5,000. Okay, we got to 5,000. Barely. Ugh. All right. This is not the good week we were hoping for. The vending machine doesn't look too bad. Let's see what's in there. There's quarters in there, like usual. That's really not awful. That's not too bad. That could be close to normal. Again, we make a little bit on the vending machine, but some of our items spoil and get too old to use, so we really don't make a ton on it. And the soap machine, there's almost no soap gone. Man, what happened? 2 weeks ago, we had like $60 spent in the soap machine, and this is like nothing. Ugh, I don't even have to refill it. I mean, that's nice, but not nice. So here's the soap machine, which is $12. That's like the worst. That might be our worst ever for that. Here's a vending machine. almost 40. That's better. That's okay. I don't know why nobody used a soap machine. Interesting. Okay. Well, there is a quarter in the dryer. This is an out of order one. Yep, some people still try to use it, even though there's an out of order sign on it and there's no display on it. People still try to use those sometimes. That's okay. People do love the top ones better than the lower ones. And someone had mentioned too, I should change, because that motherboard is fried, I think, on that dryer. That's what's wrong with it. I should exchange that one with the other one so that the top works and the bottom doesn't. And I forgot about that idea until just now, but that was a great idea. That's a decent one. These white dryers are pretty much exactly the same as the stainless steel ones, but the stainless steel ones look better, so I think people use those more. I did look into like getting new stainless steel panels. They're expensive. I feel like they were $300 or $400 each for each dryer. So I'm like, ooh, it would be nice to have stainless steel, but I don't think it would be that nice. Again, this is fine, but nothing to write home about. I've said that a few times. I don't write home, so it'd be pretty tough for me to get excited enough to have to write home. Yeah, I'll count these two, but this might actually be like one of the worst weeks we've had in a while. And there was one person in there when I got in here today, and a couple more showed up later, so I mean, that's good. And I guess one thing, I don't know how big of a difference it would make, I'm here a little earlier than I was last week, so if I'm there in the morning versus the afternoon, there's going to be less money in the machines, because Friday is one of our busier days. So that's something to think about, but I don't know if it's going to make if it would make that big of a difference in what we're seeing right here. All right, so let's count the dryer money. We hope for at least 400 in here. If we don't have 400, that's an awful week. But we really would like to see 2,000, which is $500. I feel like the coin count goes slower when you have less in there for some reason. Maybe dreading it. I don't know. Maybe not. I know this is definitely slower because I didn't speed it up 3 times like I did the other one. But that's not what I'm talking about. Oh, we're definitely not going to get to 2,000. Hopefully we get to 1,600. Okay, we're gonna get to 1,600. 1,700. So, again, okay. Not amazing, that's for sure, from the dryers. So this is the washer I was trying to work on. We'll show you the sales chart here in just a second. And it just runs water all the time. And so I turned it back on, it's off. I turned the water on, and the numbers popped up, 375, and the water wasn't running. It's like, oh, maybe it fixed itself magically. So I ran it, and no, it just ran and ran and ran, and all the way through the whole cycle, it just ran water, and it got pretty full in there. Turned off, or I can do a rapid thing and make it count down, and it started draining, and the water just kept running. So I banged on the valves a little bit, tried to fix those, turned it off, turned the water off, did it again, and it seemed to not run full blast the whole time, it was slowing down and speeding up, but still ran the whole time. So we might need a new valve in there somewhere. I think I might have one. I don't have time to put one in there today. So another machine that is not working. So let's see how bad this week was. I counted up the money, and total we had $1,678 for the week from the change machine, which is a little bit less than last week even. So there were quite a few big bills in there, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. There's 500 and some dollars in there, but it still definitely was not great. Our record there was collecting $2,200, I think, a week. And so we're quite a bit below that. We're still, doing better than when we first started. I took over this laundromat in September of 23, opened December 23. So we're getting close to our 1-year anniversary of being open. And you can see we improved sales, improved things quite a bit. Then we kind of ran into a plateau there for a while, and we're just kind of stuck around the same $1,700 to $1,800 figures every week. Then we started keeping track of the cash that came in every week. That's what that number is, because the money I take home is the cash from the change machine. And then every once in a while, we dump quarters into the bank that are extra. You can see where we dumped some extra quarters that week. And then we had our record, which was awesome. Like, yes, finally we broke through our plateau. And then we had a down week. And then we had an even worse week, 1760, which is right back kind of where we are, even worse than where we were before getting the new machine. So maybe, part of it could be the timing. If I had gone this afternoon, someone came in and used the 80 pounders and someone else was using this 50 pounder, maybe there was another $50 in there and we'd have over 1,800 at least, and maybe we do slightly better than last week, but it still isn't going to be the big numbers I was hoping for after the new machine. So maybe it's timing, maybe it's the holidays coming. Who knows why things happen the way they do, but I guess we'll keep plugging along and see. It's frustrating that the machines keep breaking. I can see why a lot of laundromats are attended and have people there, because if people have issues, there's someone there that can give them a refund or help them, and that's nice. We can call or text, but we can't always run over there and fix things or give people a personal refund, but we can send them money through different ways, and we can see on the cameras if they're actually there or not and what machine is broken or having issues. But if you have someone there all the time, you kind of have to do wash and fold to pay for them, because that gets expensive to have someone there all the time, and we don't really have room for wash and fold in that spot. So yeah, kind of a conundrum there, but we're not panicking. We'll see what happens here the next few weeks. Hopefully things improve and go from there. We've got the other laundromat to go to and look at still. Hopefully it did better. It's got new machines that might be ready to possibly sell. So we'll talk about that. We will hope these numbers are better next week, I guess, and over the weekend. And hopefully I don't get a ton of calls from issues and things happening and drains and floods and all that goes along with a laundromat. All right. We're still doing real estate. Still working on the 8-plex. Is pretty crazy. Had that other crazy property that went vacant. Sold my small restaurant, so that's good. So there's always some positives. And, we still got the liquor mart that's doing great. Might be buying another liquor store too. We'll see how that moves along. There's a few issues and hurdles we're working on. But this would be a lot more fun if we're getting more money. That's for sure. All right, take care. We'll be back soon. Let me know what you think.